Hello and welcome to today's video on high altitude investing. So first off, I want to talk about Bitcoin. Obviously, because it came clear up to 570. Thankfully, my previous trading plan was to let Bitcoin find support levels and then go long on it. But I thought it was going to drop a little bit lower, like down to 420, maybe 400-ish before it started making its run. But thankfully I had buy orders set at 430 and stop orders set at 470. So when it broke above this high that it hit right here at 472, I would buy more position in. So I have zero point 0.7 Bitcoin right now, long 2.5x leverage on Bitfinex, which isn't a ton, but I could make some nice profits off of it in the next little while, considering the fact that the Bitcoin halving is happening in 41 days. And so I think that it's preparing to double its value for the half, or at least maybe even overcorrect double its value. So we could be looking at $1,000 Bitcoin in the next month or so. Now, I know in my last videos I was like, oh, Bitcoin's going to downtrend for the next couple months. That's because I forgot that the halving changes depending on, at least I'm pretty sure it changes with the hash rate. So I didn't realize that it was coming up so quickly. And I checked the other day and I was like, oh, 41 days? Well, that's really soon. Like Bitcoin is gonna take off soon. So I went ahead and closed a lot of my altcoin positions because I knew they would be affected by the price. But and I wanted to cut my losses quickly. But now we're seeing Bitcoin just make this really, really nice run, a ton of volume, and I think it's just going to continue on this nice uptrend that it has going on here. Some interesting things to point out. I had a fib fan right here, and let's see. Actually, I had a fib fan right. I think it may have been right here. Yeah, I had a fib fan from its low right here to this high, and I noticed that it had been reacting to this very specific top fib fan line pretty significantly in the last little while. It could kind of been, you can see how it came up and hit 420 and dropped off, and then came up and hit it right there and came down a little before it hit its high, and then it hit that same fib fan level right here, and then it hit the same fib fan, I accidentally deleted it, but it hit the same fib fan level right here again. So that's why I had my stop buy at 470, because I knew that if it was going to break high, it would hit that level. Now, if you don't know what a stop order is, that means that I won't buy in until it hits that price. So if I think it's going to uptrend, but I'm not quite sure, I can set a stop order at just a little bit above its previous high, so that if it does in fact start to make a run, I'll buy in more. I also had a limit order at 432. So when it hit 431, that went off and I got, I think 0.2 Bitcoin I bought in right here. So my position average is, I bought 0.5 in at 473, I believe, and 0.2 in at 433. So if Bitcoin continues running, which I think it's going to, due to the halving coming up and just the fact that it's still the #1 used cryptocurrency, then I could be seeing some really nice profits off this very soon. I bought some more Bitcoin today. I was like, Mom, like, here's some money because the banks are closed this Memorial Day. I was like, here's some cash. Transfer some over from your bank account into my bank account so I can make an instant buy. So I went ahead and bought some more Bitcoin today, and we'll see where it goes from here. I'm pretty excited about it though. Um, I definitely think that it's gonna make a nice run. Now, something I want to point out is in my last video, I was talking about the battle between Bitcoin and Ethereum. And honestly, it kind of looks like they may start to run together. Like we may see we may see them stop battling and them start to run together. I mean, the DAO, I don't know if you know much about the DAO, but it was released recently. I've been buying in at lows. Um, and that's part of the Ethereum project according to my understanding. And so there's just like some technological advancements in Ethereum, and Bitcoin is getting ready for the half. So there's the potential, and just altcoin interest in general has been going up recently. So I think that cryptocurrency interest in general, I think that Ethereum and Bitcoin have the possibility right now to start running together. And if we do see that, that will be very nice. I have stop orders on Ethereum at $15, so that if it breaks above its high, then I'll buy in. I also have a long position right now at about $11 that I'm profiting on. I think it's about 5 Ethereum. And this is all on Bitfinex with 2.5x leverage margin trading. So I'm making some money on Ethereum and Bitcoin right now. We'll see where they go. If Bitcoin does hit 1200, Ethereum will probably be affected by that somewhat, but there's the chance that they could start running together, and that would be a really really cool thing to see, because most of these coins kind of battle each other. They're traded against each other, and so they, their strength against each other is altered from time to time depending on what coin is making its run. Now, there's a total of a $10 billion cryptocurrency market cap right now, which is insane. Bitcoin being 8.3 or 83% of that at $8.3 billion. But that's so crazy to me. The market capitalization of Bitcoin is about to hit 10 billion soon, and I don't know, there's just a lot of excitement going on in these coins. So my advice for trading Bitcoin right now is, well, let's go from 1 day to 6-hour candlesticks here so we can get a better idea. As you can see, it's just been hitting its first support levels and then dropping and then hitting its next support level and then dropping and hitting its next support level and then dropping and hitting its next support level and then dropping. So we've been seeing this just, but it's just this insane just spike right here, and all of a sudden, boom, hit its new high hit a high for I think a 6-month high at least. So yeah, no, it hit a 1-year high, I believe. So that to me is crazy. Bitcoin is a really good investment right now. As you can see, it's kind of down right now, so it's a pretty good time to buy in, especially since 570 is its high. I have some stop orders set at 570 too. So if I do see Bitcoin start to break below probably this really important support level right here, let me draw a horizontal line. As you can see, the candlesticks have just been bouncing off of this important support level, and that support level is 512. So if Bitcoin breaks below 512, I'll probably sell my position due to the fact that I would still be profiting. since I bought in at 430 and, well, 433-ish. I don't remember exactly, somewhere around there, and 470-ish. So if it breaks below this, then I'll sell my position out, but I really doubt that it does. I highly doubt that it breaks below this support level at 512.61. It has a lot of a lot of support there. You can see it came down to test that same level after hitting 570. So yeah, I have a lot of faith in Bitcoin in the next little while. I think it's just going to continue to moon, which I know is exactly opposite of what I said in my last video. But like I said, I couldn't remember exactly when the halvings happen, and Bitcoin prepares for the halving. Usually when the halving actually happens is when it hits its peak. Like the day that it happens is when it hits its peak. So, I mean, we don't really have a lot of history to go off of because it's only happened a couple times, but the last time that it did happen, we saw it run up to 1200, so who knows what it could do this time. The Bitcoin halving is a pretty big deal, so definitely something to keep your eye on. I am very happy with my positions on Bitcoin right now. Now let's look at some altcoins. Ethereum is up 3.52% and has been steadily uptrending since it hit its low. Hit its first support level, came down to test a Fibonacci level. Well, not actually a Fibonacci level, I lied. Just another support level. Let me zoom over here to see exactly what that support level is. It looks like that support level is 0.021 Bitcoin, which it's hit multiple times along its way up here. And we've seen a significant increase in volume. As I mentioned in my last video, a lot of Bitcoin's volume, if you look at the markets, see number one is Bitfinex, and the pair is Bitcoin against the US dollar. But number two for Bitcoin's volume source is Poloniex, and it's Ethereum against Bitcoin. So there's just been this significant amount of volume traded on Ethereum lately. And this is why I think these coins could start to run together, because they both have a lot of potential. They both have a lot of interest. They're both good investments. They both have lots of people that use them. And they're both breakthrough technologies. So, in my opinion, these two coins, Ethereum and Bitcoin, could start running together. As for the DAO, it's the hottest topic in cryptocurrency this week. The DAO, I bought in when it hit its low right here. We'll see what it does. If it starts to uptrend, then I will hold my position. If it breaks below my low, I will obviously sell out since I'm a cut my loss quick person. And my buy point was about 0.0002009 Bitcoin. So I bought it in a pretty good spot, I felt like. We'll see though. Who knows? It's a pretty new coin. So, well, it's not a coin. It's technically an asset according to my understanding. But yeah, I might make some profit off of it. We'll see. I hope I do. It's a cool investment, one I've been keeping an eye on. Now, Lisk. Let's check this out. So, Lisk has just, well, first its high was at 439 Bitcoin, which is just hilarious to me. And then after that, it just dropped very, very, very significantly, clear down to 0.00035 Bitcoin, and then made this little run up to 0.0012486 Bitcoin, and has been downtrending since then, but hit its first 23% support level here. Now, Lisk, if you look at coin market cap, let's check out Lisk here. Lisk has an available supply of 100,000 or 100 million, excuse me. So that's a pretty good available supply if you ask me. That means there's not too many of them. It's number 6 in the market cap right now, so it's been climbing. It surpassed Dogecoin, Steam, New Economy, XMR, BitShares, Factum. It surpassed all of these coins. So yeah, I mean, it has 3 million in volume, which is really good too, especially since it was just very, very recently added to Poloniex and most exchanges. We'll see though. Who knows what it's gonna do? I personally, I still have my position on Lisk. I think that it found a bottom pretty quickly, and usually if it finds a bottom very quickly after coming off of a high like that, then it's going to run up to test some support levels. Now, what those support levels are, it's kind of hard to calculate considering the fact that 400 Bitcoin is just ridiculous. So it's not like it's going to run up to its 38% fib level at 169 Bitcoin or something crazy. Like, so we don't really have a good way to determine its high that it might hit. You know, we don't really have a lot of data to calculate fib levels for buying and selling. But I would say that if I was a buyer right now, I would probably buy in right now. It's at its 38%, and it's just been flatlining at 38%. It's down 6% today, which means it's cheaper than yesterday, which is always a good thing to do if you're buying in. It's the same support level it hit before it made this little run. So I would be buying in right now on Lisk if I was looking to buy. So, but I already bought. So this is a pretty good time in Lisk to buy. And obviously, as I always say, if it drops below its support level, or even if it drops below like 50% on its way to that support level, sell out, because it's better just to take your losses and find a time when you can make profit off of it. Cut your losses quickly. That's a good rule to live by. Litecoin is down almost 1%, to be precise, 0.082%, with 610 Bitcoin in volume. Litecoin, in my opinion, will have a good little run. Let's get these candlesticks swapped here because of all this Poloniex lag. All right, so after it hit its bottom right here, it came down to test that bottom again. So this is a successful 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. Broke high. This was the 3 point at 0.00847 Bitcoin. And as you can see, that was one of the first support levels it hit on its way up and came down to test again and has continued uptrending. Hit a new high right here the other day. This was on May 27th, so 3 days ago. And then came down and is testing that same support level again. Now, Litecoin, I believe, may run along with Bitcoin, just due to the fact that I've noticed a correlation when Bitcoin makes a nice little run. Bitcoin made a run on this day, and Litecoin just boom, came up with it. It's been flatlining for a little while. We've seen increased volume. Litecoin has hit some pretty high prices in the past, so we know that it has value potential because it used to be worth a certain amount. So I'm still holding long on my Litecoin position. It's a good day to buy in my opinion, because it just tested the support level, which is the 38% support level, and we'll see. My advice to you guys would be to buy in and sell out if it breaks below this 38% support level at 0.00832 Bitcoin. So, yeah, Litecoin. Now let's look at MadeSafe Coin. MadeSafe Coin is up 5.75%, and honestly, MadeSafe has me confused right now, to be quite honest with you. I made most of my money on MadeSafe on this uptrend, and now I can't decide whether to short it or not, because it did break below its 38% fib level, which, if I was thinking that this was going to be a giant uptrend, then I would hope that it would have not broken below its 38 fib. So it could be a good coin to short, but I'm not entirely sure yet on this one. It hit a bottom right here, came down to test that bottom again. I thought that it was making a 1, 2, 3 bottom back here, April 26th, but as you can see, it failed to test that low and broke below again, down to, let's see, what is this? 0.0000954 Bitcoin, and then came up to 0.0001529 Bitcoin, and has just been kind of oscillating / downtrending since then. So we'll see what it does, but it's honestly, for my trading style, it's not looking too promising for me for a little while, at least. I'm going to wait and kind of see what it does. If it starts to make a nice uptrend, then I will start buying in. This looks like it has the potential to start uptrending, but it could lose a lot of its strength against Bitcoin. It's not used nearly as much as Ethereum is, and so who knows? We'll see. I'm personally just kind of staying away from MadeSafe, to be honest, right now. I still have some, but not very much. I haven't been trading it. I haven't been day trading it, to say. Now, Factum has just been downtrending ever since it hit its high back in March. Let's see, March 9th when it hit its high. It's just been downtrending ever since then. I'm waiting for it to find some lows to buy in again. It doesn't really look to be a good investment for a little while, considering the fact that it just broke below that 23% fib level really hard. And I would probably be looking to set my buy orders at around 0.000845 Bitcoin, because that's about the price that it hit before it broke high, and I really don't see it going to these same lows that it hit again. So that's my thoughts on Factum. Wait a little while or set your buy orders at what I just said. Now Dash hit its peak recently. It's the highest point it's hit in a long time. I don't think it's the highest point it's hit ever. Nope. It's not the highest point it's hit ever, but it's the highest point it's hit since, like, let's see, what would this be? It's the highest point it's hit since April 3rd of last year, so that's something to keep your eye on. It's making this interesting oscillation pattern right here. it just hit its 50% Fibonacci level here, and then boom, hit a new high. Came to test these support levels. It could uptrend. It might lose its strength against Bitcoin, but Dash is a good cryptocurrency, and I see a lot of potential in it. But I might be waiting. I gotta watch it for a little while. I might be waiting until after the halving to start buying in. After the halving, in my personal opinion, tons of altcoins are just going to start mooning because Bitcoin will start to kind of downtrend again for a little while, and all of these cryptocurrencies and just the general interest in cryptocurrencies due to the fact that Bitcoin makes a nice run, it gets on the news again, so just cryptocurrency interest in general will be higher, and Bitcoin will have hit its peak already. So I think a lot of these altcoins will just explode. So yeah, 44 days, folks. 41, sorry. Yeah, but you like it'd probably be a good day to buy in and just see what happens, because it's hit this 38% support level quite a few times here. You could buy in and just kind of watch it. Obviously, if it breaks below, sell out, cut your losses. You know the usual. Now let's check out. Oops. Well, all right. We'll check out Siacoin because I accidentally clicked on it. Siacoin has been, well, let's check out and see what Siacoin's correlation with Bitcoin is. Bitcoin. This is from about January 17th to today. So let's look at Bitcoin from January 17th to today, because it kind of looks like it's running along with Bitcoin. Yeah. Siacoin, let me get these right next to each other. Siacoin is pretty much doing exactly what Bitcoin's doing. So that's something to keep an eye on when currencies do the same thing as each other, because you can take advantage of that. That's what I do with Litecoin. That's how I've been making my profits, shorting and buying in on Ethereum, is watching Bitcoin, because I watch how they react to each other. But that's a different case, because Ethereum downtrends when Bitcoin runs and Bitcoin up, and in this case, the Siacoin uptrends when Bitcoin runs, and same with Litecoin. So those, that's just something to keep an eye on, take advantage of, use to your advantage. Siacoin, it's up 17.39%. In my opinion, probably not a good day to buy in. I would wait a couple days, see what Bitcoin's going to do, because it could lose its strength against Bitcoin and not run with it like it has been. So, because it did just hit a nice high at 80 Satoshi. So, well, 79 Satoshi to be precise. So we could see it start downtrending from here, or we could see it run along with Bitcoin. That's why I'm going to wait a few days before I do any more trading on Siacoin. I have a position on it right now, but I bought in early enough that I'm still making profits. Okay, back to Monero or XMR. Now, XMR just broke below its 23% level, losing its strength against Bitcoin, and honestly, I'm going to wait a little while to buy in on XMR. We'll see what it does. I still think it has good price potential, value potential in the future, but probably not for a little while. Ripple, it's up 2.28%. making this big giant 1, 2, 3 bottom. So if it breaks below this level, well, I would just have buy orders at 999 Satoshi anyways, because it's when it hits that level, either way it's going to run up and then you can just sell out. But I think that it could be making just a big 1, 2, 3 bottom formation right here, which would mean a really good time to buy in. We'll see. I would have buy orders set at 2400 Satoshi, since that's the 3 point, and also buy orders set at 999 Satoshi, so you can take advantage of that little swing when it hits that low. Now, voxels is up 16.12% with a history of downtrending. What a beautiful downtrend. Yeah, it may have finally hit a bottom here. We may have seen voxels finally hit its bottom. Looks like it's a pretty similar price to this candlestick right here. So, yeah, it's probably a good time to buy in on voxels. Yeah. BitShares, we see it at 625 Satoshi right now, with its glorious life of a downtrend. And could be potentially making a big giant 1, 2, 3 bottom like Ripple is. I would have buy orders set at 408 Satoshi and buy orders set somewhere around 2000 Satoshi, so that you can take advantage of the swing if it hits this low, and you can profit if it decides to uptrend and break above this high. Now, new economy movement is 325 Satoshi, up 10.54% today. Kind of hit this first 61% support fib level and has just kind of been breaking high since then, and just barely hit its 38% fib level. So it's kind of in a waiting period right now. Like, it could go up, it could go down. There's not a lot of volume. It's just been kind of chilling since it hit its high. So I probably won't invest in new economy movement. I want to see it come down and test this 38% again, or at least the 50%, because it seems to just not want to, but I think it will. So, personal thoughts, wait to buy in on new economy movement. Storage Coin is up 3% today, has this wild ride roller coaster style, America 420 no scope. It hit its 50% support level here, came right back up to hit its 61% support level. So if it breaks above the 61%, probably a really good buy, considering the fact that it came down to test this 38%, but it broke a little bit below this 38% here, which is about the same high, the same support level that it hit back here February 5th. It hit that same support level May 7th. So this is a deciding coin in my opinion right now, but it definitely has uptrend potential. Clams. Yeah, I want to talk about clams and Dogecoin. And then that'll be it for this altcoin overview. So clams, I have been just happily shorting. Very happily shorting and making some nice profits. It's up 1.4% today. It hit a low right here at 0.001004 Bitcoin, which is not the low that it hit back here. So I'm waiting for it to hit that same low before I close my short position. And once it does hit the same low, then I'm going to go long on clams. So that's my personal trading plan for clams. Now, Dogecoin has been downtrending. finally decided that it didn't like this 23% level anymore and came up and was like, okay, hey, what's up? Just kidding, bye. And has been downtrending since that day. That day being May 13th, so not too long ago. Just 27 days ago. Well, shoot, 17 days ago. I don't know if my math's correct. 17 days ago ish, give or take. Dallin's math capabilities. Now, honestly, Dogecoin will probably downtrend for a little while, but I'm gonna have my buy order set at 38 Satoshi, 33 Satoshi, and 31 Satoshi. So that's my trading plan on Doge. We'll see what it does though. Some nice doggy coin. Some beautiful doggy coin. Okay, I have to look at Diem because I just noticed it's up 100%, which is pretty interesting. Diem. Oh, Diem. So it so here's something to keep your mind on, something to think about. Let's see, where's Carpe Diem coin here? Diem. All right. So if you look at the available supply, there's 21 billion Carpe Diem coin, which is a lot, and probably why it's only worth 4 Satoshi. But it's up 100% today, and if you would have bought yesterday, you would have had a 100% profit increase. So traders, you can definitely take advantage of these really, really cheap coins because, you know, it only takes 1 Satoshi in movement for you to make a bunch of profit off of it. It was down to 2 Satoshi yesterday, and it's clear up to 4 Satoshi today. So that's a 100% increase. A really good move if you're a trader. And it kind of looks like it's been making a little breakout pattern here for the past little while, since about February 10th. So DM coin could be one to keep your eye on and trade. I personally have some DM, so yeah, that's a good one to keep an eye on. I'm glad I noticed that. I didn't even realize it was up 100% today. I don't have that much holdings in it, but hey, just got 100% of whatever holdings I do have in it. Now, game credits, I feel like is testing its first support level on its uptrend, and I say continue buying up some game credits. That's your prescription from Dr. Dallin, Altcoin Trader. It just looks like a pretty good move in my opinion. Only 9 Bitcoin in volume, but I like game credits. I always have. So buy game. Buy game. Maybe wait till tomorrow, because it looks like it could come down to test this bottom right here, make a nice 1, 2, 3 bottom. But yeah, I have pretty good faith in game credits. It's one of my favorite coins. Yeah, that's everything that I wanted to talk about today. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. As we're talking, Bitcoin is running, so that's good to see. Stay trading. Good luck, and have a good day.